Starting with the main event. Strawweight main event here, 5 rounds. Mackenzie Dern coming in at minus 180. Angela Hill plus 180. Over under 4.5 rounds, minus 135 for the over, plus 135 for the under. Odds presented by BetOpenly, as always, 1% juice, as you can see in the ticker on the bottom. No house, and you're going peer-to-peer. Also, check out those graphics, man. Those are some beautiful graphics. Shout out to Trey for the new graphics. Mackenzie Dern coming in here 3-2 in her last 5. Angela Hill 3-2 in her last 5 as well. A couple of back-to-back wins for Angela Hill, so she's on a bit of a tear, you could say, late in her career. 10-12 in the UFC, but that's pretty much all of her professional career. So I mean, she's not even 500 in the UFC, near 500 in her professional career, but she's always game. She's always been fighting the top of the UFC basically since she's been in there. Mackenzie Dern, we all know she wants to get it to the ground and get the submissions. She's had a couple of losses by decision in 5 rounds to Marina Rodriguez and Yan Xiaonan. Her last win was Tisha Torres when she won by split decision. That was a 3-round bout at UFC 273. But she's coming in here against a very seasoned Angela Hill, who's only been submitted, one time or twice? One time?
I believe it's
no, she's been submitted twice. The last time she got submitted, though, was in 2019, and that was by armbar to Ronda Marcos. So I got a hard time believing that Mackenzie Dern can come in here and just lock up a submission. I think Angela Hills knows that that's going to be her go-to, and she's going to fight to not go there. You know, she's going to try to bounce around from the outside, stick the jab. I mean, that's what she normally does is, wants to be on the feet, use her length and use her speed to stay on the outside. And I think if she can do that, she just pieces up Mackenzie Dern for 5 rounds. She might have to survive a round or two if it does go to the ground. We saw with Marina Rodriguez and Yan Xiaonan, they got on the ground. They just stayed safe, didn't give her anything where she could snatch up a submission where she couldn't get back from it. They may have lost the round that way, but then you just survive. And over the course of 5 rounds, if you can win 3 of them, you win the decision. So I think Angela Hill can do that in this one. Coming in as the underdog, I think it's dog or pass. Women's MMA, we talk about women's MMA dogs. You're getting one here. Seasoned vet against a Mackenzie Dern who hasn't looked that great against, the top of the division. So I kind of like it, and I think you do too. What do you think?
No, yeah, I think this fight should be closer to a pick'em. I mean, just look. I know stats don't win fights, and people say what they want about MMA math, but look at Mackenzie Dern's takedown accuracy. Like, it's no secret that Dern wants the fight on the ground. She's obviously got great submissions, black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and a damn good one. But she's landing takedowns at an 11% clip. And if you look at Angela Hill on the defensive side, I mean, she's stuffing takedowns 77% of the time, which is a pretty high number. So I don't see Mackenzie Dern going out there and just being able to wrestle her and get this fight to the ground with ease. And I think it's no secret that these two are standing and trading. Angela Hill is going to be much more technical and, a lot more volume, a lot more accuracy, and it's going to look a lot better to the judges. And we've seen in women's MMA, man, these grapplers who even do get takedowns and some ground control, sometimes lose decisions by split decision to the girl that's doing more damage on the feet when the fight's there. So everything here is screaming Angela Hill to me. Mackenzie Dern loses to Yao Xiaonan and Marina Rodriguez. And here's where the MMA math comes in, because you got Mackenzie Dern loses to Rodriguez. Yonderova just beat Rodriguez and had no problem controlling her on the ground and taking the fight to the ground. And Mackenzie Dern was not successful in that fight against Rodriguez doing that. So I think Angela Hill's takedown defense is 1,000% better than Marina Rodriguez. So if Mackenzie Dern's not taking her down, she's not going to take Angela Hill down here. And on the feet, man, I actually like Angela Hill. I know she's got a sketchy record at 15-12, but I mean, she doesn't get enough credit for every time stepping into the octagon. She brings the fight, man. She's ready to fight. She's gonna She's going to come forward. She's going to hit you. Yeah, she might eat some shots at times, but I don't think she's going to have that problem against Dern unless Dern has made, drastic improvements in her striking since last time we saw her, which I don't think she has. I think she is improving, but I don't think it's at the level of Angela Hill. And I think this fight does probably play out on the feet. It's going to be Mackenzie Dern chasing takedowns, Angela stuffing probably most of them, and Hill piecing her up when she can. So, yeah, give me the underdog at plus 180 for sure.
I think 5 rounds favors Angela Hill more too, because
Yeah.
I think she's got the better cardio. If it was 3 rounds, you could see Dern just coming in hard and blitzing a lot and maybe having success with some more takedowns. But 5 rounds, she's gonna have to pace herself a little bit.
Right.
And you said 11% on Mackenzie Dern's takedown accuracy. She averages per 15 minutes, she averages 0.61 takedowns. And then you look at her submission average, 1.8. So that's nearly 3 times as many submission attempts per takedowns per 15 minutes. That's insane. Like, if you look at the Tisha Torres fight, like, she just got her back and was looking for submissions, couldn't even get it to the ground, but was still throwing up submissions. So Angela Hill, you just got to not get submitted, and I think you win. Like,
Yeah.
I think within 5 rounds, she should win at least 3 of them.